is Everything About Nothing.
And
Nothing about everything.
And we're gonna talk about Bruno Mars today. Apparently.
That's apparently the subject.
Yeah,
that's what we came up with.
Yeah.
That's what we're
But
sticking
it was on the list. And then we started talking about it. And that's how I feel these episodes should start.
Natural over like turning to the right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this whole conversation started with, no, we're not gonna make a Bruno Mars episode.
And then you said, I've been starting listening to more Bruno Mars. And then we were like, wasn't that on the list? Yeah, but we're not gonna make that episode.
I don't feel it's natural to talk about song or music in general, but it feels kind of right, even though it feels wrong.
Well, I mean, isn't that what these episodes are for? We start talking about stuff that we may or may not talk about.
Yeah, that's true. So let's talk about Bruno Mars.
All right.
Yeah, the subject in general was supposed to be only about the song "Marry You."
Do we want to start there then?
Yeah, we can start there because it's a fucking weird song.
All right.
Yeah, because everyone I've known, everyone who's listened to it and not listened to the lyrics really, feels like it's so beautiful, right? But it's like he sings in a way like, "Oh yeah, I want to marry you," and then in the next verse he says, "But if you want to leave, that's fine too. So I don't fucking care."
That is weird.
Yeah, that's super weird. Because he's singing in a way like, "Oh, it's so beautiful. I want to marry you. You are such a great girl." And then you switch it around, being like, "But if you want to leave, that's okay. I probably can find another bitch. And I don't need you anymore after that."
All right, I'm ready to listen to this one.
Yeah, let's listen to the song. You can pause right now, listen to the song, really listen to the lyrics, and try to figure out what I mean, because it's super weird. I just have to show my co-workers or co-podcasters? Co-hosts. That's not the right word.
Well, yes, because we're not hosting.
Jesus Christ.
But yes, that was I understand why people think it's romantic.
Yeah.
Like it has the vibe of like, oh yeah, sing about love, sing about, you hear the church bell, it's like very positive, very poppy. But yeah, no, he the moment he said, is it this dancing use? I'm like, we're just, you're sloshed and you want to get like drunk and if you think you're like in love with this girl and want to marry her.
Yeah, it's just one night stand song.
Yeah, I understand why it goes from like, if you want to break up the next morning, that's fine. I mean, we're just drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
And apparently married in the eyes of the Lord by an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah, I wonder if he's if he's Christian or a believer of something.
Would he only sing about sex if he was?
There is probably Christians.
A lot of Christians who sing about sex.
Yeah,
cool.
I believe so. There should be. Because in the grand scheme of things, that was not the right.
Yes, in the grand plan of God.
Exactly. In the like percentage wise, there has to be Christian people singing about sex.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It just depends on how Christian they are. Well, that's
I don't think. Well, if you are a believer, if one sort of Christianity, like that Christianity. Then it's okay to have sex.
Yeah.
It's just, is it Mormons that doesn't have sex?
Same answer.
Do you mean like totally? Do you mean like totally celibate
no? Only use it for reprocreation. Procreation. What the shit is reprocreation?
When after the nuclear bombs hit.
Yeah,
that's repopulation. That's repopulation.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I guess it would be if you failed to populate and then you have to repopulate. It would work. Repopulate would be.
It's the same.
After something really bad happened.
Okay, so this is the Bruno Mars episode, just to clarify.
Oh, yeah, we're sorry. We're back to Bruno Mars again.
Yeah, I mean I have two thoughts. First one being, it's a song about impulses. Just following impulses.
And drunk night fun.
Yeah, seems like that.
Yeah.
And also...
But to be fair, what is the first idea to be doing something dumb? Oh shit, let's get married. Not like go to the pier and try to jump in the water. Or like take a bike ride through the streets.
Well, no, he don't want to die.
Well, a lot of people saying that marriage is like dying, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not that kind of person. I think it's beautiful to get married.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, but just to make a
I
joke
fucking
out of
don't.
it.
I fucking don't.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, who is the person who's most likely to kill you? Is you. The second person is your spouse. Why the fuck would you want to get married?
But I don't
Why
have a
would you-
spouse.
Exactly. So why would you want to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Because
Especially a boyfriend. Boyfriends are not okay. Boyfriends are not okay. I don't get it.
Well, because women like boys and boys like women. That's the natural instinct.
I mean, yeah, some people like men,
Yeah.
some people like women,
Yeah.
and
Don't diss the
Yeah.
people that like both things, or like more. Don't diss the people that like men. Don't diss the people like women liking women either. The thing is, to have someone close to you, to
Yeah.
be able to marry them. That's the feeling of like, oh, I trust this person to actually give you the time of my life.
Mhm.
That is in my opinion, beautiful. That's pretty good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, marriage is a good thing on paper as long as you don't write the papers.
This is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way.
This is the Bruno Mars episode, just so you know.
as someone who does not understand music, who doesn't listen to what they're singing or what's going on, like, are there multiple instruments in that song?
Yes.
Yes.
There are.
There are probably a piano, a guitar, a bass, a drum.
All right.
There are church bells. We did
I
point
think
that out. There are bells.
yeah,
Now
I
that you
think
mention it, I
that-
think I might have heard them.
What?
Now that you mentioned that, I might have heard them.
I think
My-
that
yeah.
could be the piano synth thingy.
Yeah, could be.
Making
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not actual bells.
No.
But
Yeah.
like they are there.
Yeah, they are there.
I am one of the people who don't hear that shit. It's like all of it is just one big amalgamation that is called a song.
Like zoop.
Yeah, and that includes the words. It's like I don't listen to the words being sung in a song. It's like I know that the chorus is "Wanna Marry You," and then I don't really remember a lot. It's like we're talking about the lyrics.
Yep. But you
That's
read it.
why
Did you read it?
I did read
Yeah.
it, but it was, I don't know, it's a weird disconnect in my head. It's like, yeah, I'm reading a story and there's noise going on.
We should give him like noise cancelling things to actually make him not hear the song and just read the lyrics.
I have them.
I guess, but what? All right. Can we do the opposite, where he don't hear the lyrics, he just
Don't
hears
hear
the
the
sound?
sound. I don't know.
But you'd listen to music. I know you listen to music. Do you go for like vibes?
I go for vibes, and I mean...
Have you heard Halo? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he listens to.
No.
You
I mean, I did when I had that period, but I
But
basically
the
I just
song
had
style.
periods.
Yeah, but that song style where you don't have lyrics, you only have sound that vibes like going through each other and just flow. That's
Well,
what
here's the thing. I like singing. I like having song in a song.
Yeah.
That's weird. But I don't like when I understand it.
Yeah, but
This is my point as to why I listen to so much Japanese music. I listen to so much J-pop and I don't understand Japanese yet. And I remember, like, when I was a kid, I remember I actually liked some, like, cartoons that were English. But then I felt weird when I started to understand English. It's like, ugh, this isn't supposed to have words I'm supposed to understand. They're supposed to just speak gibberish.
But you don't need to listen to the lyrics. That's the
Yes,
beautiful.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
the
I-
beautiful thing about music is that you shouldn't need to listen to lyrics. You should listen to the music that is playing. The lyrics is part of the music, making them a like symphony of sound that makes everything put together like sound good.
But you don't have any control over that.
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds like a lovely way to listen to music. I can't do that. If there is text, some part of my subconscious is just searching for what they're talking about, and then I'm not listening to the music or anything.
Yeah, the moment you learn Japanese, your life is going to be 10 times worse.
It is. It's like I'm gonna look at my Japanese playlist and be like, oh, those were the days.
Damn. Then you're gonna start listening to Korean music.
Yeah, I might do that.
Yeah, no, true.
I mean, wait, do you think K-pop is big?
No,
All right.
never. Why would I ever think that?
Cool, I might be...
And there's not like 100 different K-pop genres for you to then to dig into.
Well, that's good to hear.
I've found a K-pop metal band. I don't listen to it. I just found one song one time at one instance, and it was like, huh, this sounds pretty cool. I don't like it that much, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way.
This is the Bruno Mars episode, right?
Yeah, Bruno
I mean,
Mars.
we keep saying that, or you guys keep saying that.
Don't you respect a running gag?
He doesn't.
But because we know this, because the one other song that we all know is the Lazy Song.
Yeah.
I don't.
You
I
don't?
I've heard it. I haven't heard it enough to know which one it is.
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
Oh, it's that one.
I just want to stay in my bed.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that one.
You know, the one where he sings about getting high and jerking off?
Yeah, I haven't listened to the lyrics enough to
Yeah,
know
no,
that.
I fucking love that song because it's like, oh yeah, I also just want to like relax in my bed. And then I started listening to the lyrics and I'm like, I just want to shove my hand down my pants and like, okay, I'm not playing this for anyone ever again.
You should do it at a party. Why not?
Yeah.
Specify that you were the one picking this song. This is how I feel right now. I just want to shove my hands in my pants.
There's also a part where I think he tells his dad, fuck off. I'm not sure.
Oh shit, he got caught by his dad?
No.
Oh.
Well, yes. I think that's technically the part I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
You should listen to it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Lazy Song. Because it's gonna use the exact same. Because that's the point I was going to make. It's gonna use the exact same visuals.
Yeah.
Because apparently this, which I think is weird. Like this is apparently the visuals for the album, which are black and white missiles flying around on a yellow background.
Yes.
Yeah, fair.
Have you seen the album cover?
Yeah.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah, it's a dude on a yellow background walking around. The album's name is Doo-Woops and Hooligans, by the way.
Doo-wops and hooligans.
Or doo-wops, I don't know.
Doo-wops to the
Doo-Wops and Hooligans.
Even doo-wops. Yeah.
And
So,
it seems to be...
this is the part where we are giving you another assignment to listen to the song and read the lyrics with it.
And we're back.
Oh, I guess
And we're back. Should we clap again?
All right.
Yeah, great one.
We nailed it.
Yes.
We were so in sync.
And I took the lead.
Yeah, good. And you know what? I'm proud of you for that.
I am.
I'm happy you did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, it's weird. It's
Yeah,
really
lazy.
weird.
Yeah, lazy song. He's just like, I'm not gonna do nothing today. That's fine. Gets to the part where he shoves his hand on his pants.
Yeah.
Like, all right, that's weird, but that's fine. Gets to the next part. Tomorrow, gonna some P90X. Gonna meet a really nice girl. Have some really nice sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And she's gonna scream out, "This is great! Oh my god, this is great!" Like the least enthusiastic way I've ever heard someone say that.
Yeah.
Probably because he will be high or something.
Probably. Or the teenagers. They're wacky like that.
They are wacky.
Yeah, they are wacky. So, I mean, yeah, Bruno Mars seems to be like...
It was just, 6 years after his teenage ended.
Yeah. You have to play it real long, man. When I was 25, I felt... Oh, by the way, he was 25 when he sang this song.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. When I was 25, I felt also like a teenager. Like, I felt free. I felt young. I felt like my years...
Yeah.
I'm not that old, by the way.
I was gonna ask, like, do you feel that much different?
No,
now?
I don't. Yeah, I feel different. I'm feeling older. I feel like I'm more grown up, even though I act more childish than I did. But I feel more grown up because my responsibility is growing, and this is not that kind of episode. This is
the
Bruno Mars episode.
This is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way. So yeah, I feel older. I feel more grown up. But yeah, I feel almost the same as when I was 25.
Yeah.
I'm 29, by the way, just so everyone knows how much of a difference. It's just 4 years. It's not that long. Correct. So yeah, it's a very. I believe Bruno Mars is a very talented singer, but he is very like he's very into sex songs. He has to sneak in sex somewhere. I believe he's very horny. Yeah, I believe he's very horny.
I don't actually think that's Bruno Mars' fault or doing. I think it's just Hollywood music.
Yeah, but the thing is, I believe he wrote his own songs. I mean, in the beginning, I think so. You are the search guy. You can look it up. Did he write his own songs in 2010 and 9 below? I don't think. Oh, I looked him up recently. He started making appearances 2009, and there was some guy that said, "Oh, if you're a real fan, you know when he started at 2008." I tried to search it up. Nothing. Right. I didn't find anything about 2008. Yeah, everything started at 2009.
Well,
2009.
I mean, it doesn't seem like no one really has checked in whether or not he writes his own songs. He does seem to have. There are a lot of songs written by Bruno Mars.
So he could
not necessarily his own.
Yeah, because he's very he has come up again. That's why we are talking about him now, because in my experience he has become really popular again because of the Apatu music or song, and the Lady Gaga one, just with a smile, I believe it's called. So he has resurfaced. This kind of music or songs isn't feeling like it's him, right? It feels like someone wrote them for him, which is really good, because if he is the one writing all the sex things, like he has to shove sex into it, then that becomes weird, right?
I mean, yeah, it does become reflective of him as a person.
Yeah, but now when he sings these kinds of songs, which I actually like really much, it feels very genuine in a way, because he makes them sound really good. It's really good songs. You should actually listen to them. I'm not talking to the audience. I'm talking about to my co-host.
You're not talking to the Aerost audience.
My There's a C and a K there. My co-host.
Yeah, I mean, I won't, but I appreciate your sentiment.
Well, we're gonna listen to it right now. Yeah, shove it in the episode. Yeah, and we're back. Shall we?
So that was Apatu, which. So that was
terrible all around.
Terrible. That one sucked. Hey guys, that one sucked.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna blame you.
So that was APT.
Yeah. And also, for some reason, we were talking about, like, I mentioned top charts and you mentioned, like, him being popular. And yeah, APT or Apatu is number 2 on singles charts.
Yeah, so just to get back to what we were saying, he's actually getting, like, resurfaced. He's getting popular again. Yeah, which is, I believe it's weird and good at the same time, because I like his music more now, which is, I like music in general.
Well, yeah, I don't think that I think that, like, he doesn't make bad music.
No.
He makes good music. It's just that there's some, like, weird parts about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, and I would say, I'm not a huge fan of his voice in most of his work, but like. Same. So the fact that he's, like, just writing for others and it's working. Yeah. I mean, most people have probably heard about Apatu.
Yes, I believe so too, because it's
that's Korean for apartment, by the way.
Ooh.
And a drinking game.
Oh, he is. Well, I don't think the drinking game is called apartment. I might be wrong though, or Apatu. I might be wrong though. But yeah, in my opinion, Bruno Mars is getting hella lot like attention, and he's making good time with it.
Yeah, good for him, I guess.
Yeah, and I like the new music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really stuck on the, like, just with a smile. He is a kind of singer that makes beautiful, like, in a beautiful song he can make beautiful sounds with his voice. It's really, like, No.
Sensual?
Sensual. Yeah, sensual is the word. It feels sensual when he sings, and it's really good. Because I'm not, what should I say? I'm listening to every kind of music. I can listen to every kind of whatever shit there is. I listen to techno. I listen to hard rock, hardcore rock, metal with screaming, which no one understands. I listen to the small sounds which a baby could sing probably. I listen to small birthday songs sometimes. I listen to everything. Probably not meme music. That's where I draw the line. Where you put in farts or like sounds from video games and.
What about EDM country?
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like country. I like EDM. If you mash them together, it's probably good.
Yeah, I fucking love rock and roll banjo. Rock and roll banjo slaps, dude.
I've listened to mariachi. I've listened to mariachi screaming.
Nice.
Songs. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
When you hear the trumpet and then you hear some screaming in the background, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mariachi is screaming. Look it up. It's pretty cool.
Cool. What?
So this is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way.
Oh yeah, we're listening to Bruno Mars episode.
Yeah, the Bruno Mars episode.
Yeah, this is the Bruno Mars episode.
The episode about Bruno Mars.
Exactly. So I love music. Music is like I listen to music almost every time I have the chance, or doesn't do anything else.
I enjoy music sometimes. By which I mean every other moment when I'm not listening to podcasts.
But you're a podcaster more than a song listener.
It's 50-50.
Okay. Because I'm more of a, oh shit, I have to concentrate right now on something. I listen to music. Oh shit, I don't have to concentrate. I listen to a podcast because then I can concentrate on the podcast. It's a time waster, right? You listen to stuff to waste time while doing stuff you don't like or do stuff which you want something extra with.
I guess I'm not sure time waster. It's like more of, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
waste-
already wasting time
Yeah,
when I'm
waster
listening.
might be the wrong word for it, but it's a time.
It's a
Time enhancer?
I'm not gonna say time enhancer. I was gonna say it enhances whatever it is I'm doing.
Yeah, true. It's a activity enhancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I've thought. Why would I not listen to stuff while making the dishes or cooking food?
Yeah, exactly. But when you do stuff, when you like doing stuff, like I don't like cooking food, but I can do it if I have to cook for other people, right? That makes it fun. Cooking food is not fun, but making it for others, it's fun. And if I do stuff if I do stuff I like I like driving car, right? I love driving cars. So when I listen to music while driving a car, I take away the driving with listening to higher music, making me more what's it called? Susceptible to hear only the music and get away with the music. And then I'm on remote control while driving a car.
Which is a problem when you're gonna have to look for something.
Well, I have.
Turn the music down. I need to see better.
Oh yes.
To be fair, I am a pretty good driver, so.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Your driving is great.
Yeah, so, but music is more of a world distortion event or not event.
It sounds extremely.
Yeah,
epic when you describe
I'm forgetting
music,
words.
The world distortion event.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how bards work in D&D. That's why they work.
No, I'm
Distraction?
lacking words. What?
Distraction?
No, it's not a distraction. It's more of a like you
It
said,
changes your experience.
Yes, everything. If you listen to music while doing anything, it changes everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
100%.
true.
So I tend to want to have music in my ears at all times.
Right.
If I could ever make a machine that makes music all around you 24/7, I would totally build it.
Have you gotten to the point where you can do the whole Family Guy skit of where you can play music in your own head?
What?
It's like,
play music.
I don't care about this conversation. I'm just gonna listen to some music, and then you just close your eyes and you just.
I've done that.
I've tried to. Sometimes I succeed.
Yeah.
I envy those people that actually can watch movies in their head.
Oh, that sounds.
Yeah, that's so fucking like. I'm so jealous of that. Yeah, but yeah, I can listen to music while like if I want to. I can do that.
Yeah.
I listened to a song I liked really well while my car was while I drove my car and the sound it didn't work. So I listened to the song in my head while driving, and it was insane and good at the same time.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like. I also listen to so much. I checked my Spotify Wrapped. I'm sure they pumped those numbers up because it said it was in like the top 0.2%.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I'm sure those pumped it up, but like there was a multiple 1,000-hour listening.
Did you have how? May I ask how many?
I think I was up to like 80,000. 80,000 something hours.
I believe I was at. Oh shit! Can we look at the rap now?
I have Spotify up, but I don't know if the rap is still available.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Where?
You at the top right corner it says rap.
That's the rap.
What?
You have to go to the home, to the left, and yeah, up to the right.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. No, the hours was that's not how many hours are in a year. 60. Oh wow. Okay. So I'm up to like 60,000 hours, 60,000 minutes in podcasting, and we'll see.
It's going slow there.
Well, I mean, it doesn't immediately go to the fucking title.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. 86,000 minutes of music.
86,000.
Where do you check the stats?
Just press the middle one that is just
wrapped.
Let's Go.
But then it starts singing.
Turn off. There's a little button to turn off the sound.
Turn off the sound, dude. We don't have sound.
You played 3,282 songs this year.
Damn.
I have podcast 23,642 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's less than you. I believe where was the minutes of the song?
It was before.
It was before?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's the beginning.
Then I have to listen.
It's the second one.
Okay.
Second slide.
Second slide. The second slide. That's the second slide. Life moves fast. Let's see. I've got 78,755 minutes.
Oof.
68. Okay, is that podcast?
78.
No.
78.
78,000 music
755. That's minutes this year, yeah.
in music.
In music.
Yes.
78,000.
86,000.
Right. 8,000.
So a bit of a difference.
Yeah, it's a
bit.
bit. Yeah.
And podcasts, they're 60,000 minutes.
Yeah, and I had 23.
I haven't listened to any podcasts.
Yeah, but that's I'm cheating because I fall asleep to podcasts.
Yeah, which is so fucking. I want to beat you, right? In the music and the podcast, fine. You fall asleep to but the music though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to beat you at the music, which I don't apparently.
No.
How many songs did you play? It's slide number 3.
3,000.
3,022.
303.
303.
Yeah, I listened to 303 songs last year.
Something tells me that you're not kind of a music kind of guy.
It's like I don't want to make everything about me, but like hearing you guys say, "Oh, you fall asleep to podcast, listen to music." I wish I could listen to music anytime, every time, always. I want to make a machine to always listen to music. I'm like, can you guys stop describing hell? That sounds so awful. Well,
here I'm at. Now we're getting personal, but like I'm in a state in my life where I'm not at the where if I just go to bed and then lie there with my own thoughts, I'm not gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
I would prefer to have just something in the background. It's like, oh, there's something else going on that I can think about while my body nuzzles into the sheets.
Have
and
you tried
forgets that it exists?
Have you tried not thinking?
I have, and I do not understand how people do it.
Yeah.
I am so. My mom is like she can't stay asleep. She has terrible like staying asleep ability, but she can fall asleep like immediately. And I've seen people who like they just lay down and like 10 minutes later they're conked out. I don't understand how you do that.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I tried to sleep last night. I was constantly thinking for I think 4 hours, and then I just couldn't sleep. So did not sleep tonight.
Oh damn, dude! I'm sorry.
It's okay. My
Is
life,
Is it?
my life is not full of a lot of things. I don't have a lot to do.
Was that a Borat expression? My life.
My life.
My life.
It is now. Now it is. But yeah, I appreciate your concern.
Yeah, you can take naps.
No.
Not
Oh
during the
no,
episode.
I can't do that either.
I can't do that. Then I'm not gonna sleep. Then that's just
Yeah,
gonna
that-
solidify.
Yeah, the
Not
night
sleeping.
is not a sleep time then.
Yeah, I've tried power napping, and it works slightly better because you don't actually fall asleep. You just lay there.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah, power napping. It's just like you
Just lay there.
Yeah, no, you lay down and you sort of for like 10 to 15 minutes, and you sort of try to relax.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, it feels weird, but once you get used to it, it works because afterwards you're like, okay, I feel a bit more energized, just because it's basically meditation, right? It's the moment before you fall asleep, but your body's like relaxed.
Sure, but there's a few moments of like the year I feel not energized. My look on my face, I always look like I don't have energy for anything.
Yeah.
But my mental energy and my physical energy is always at top, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, so I feel like I sleep almost 5 hours a day, every day, maybe 4 sometimes, and I'm like super energized. I have energy for everything I want to do. And when I'm sleepy and I feel like, oh shit, I probably should take a nap to actually feel better during the day, I just start doing something, and then I get new energy. Yeah, so I hate to take naps. I hate when I actually have that moment when oh shit, I fell asleep and I wake up, because then it ruins the whole cycle of my sleeping. So I tend to never, but that's not often I feel like that way.
So yeah, that's why I listen to like podcasts when I fall asleep, which I also don't have a choice in, because you can't fall, because if you put on music, you can't put a sleep timer.
Well, you can put a sleep timer on a podcast.
You can. You just Spotify. If you go to a podcast on Spotify, down in the corner you see a little clock that you hit and goes, after 45 minutes, I want this to just stop.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is how I used to be like, oh yeah, I want to play this episode, but I don't want to, keep going after I'm asleep. I don't know where I will be.
Yeah.
So I was like, until the end of I want this to stop playing with this episode, which has also led to a problem, because now I'm constantly on the search for things that will relax me when I'm falling asleep. because once I've fallen asleep to something for a while, I'm like, you're so annoying to listen to. Just let me sleep.
This is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way.
This is the Bruno Mars episode.
Oh yeah, the Bruno Mars episode.
Yeah, this is the Bruno Mars
The
episode.
episode specifically designed for Bruno Mars.
Yes, the Bruno Mars episode. The episode specifically designed to react to the Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars's episode.
That episode.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Let's switch the subject.
To Smile or whatever the song that started this whole thing.
Does that mean that I'm in the top 001% or the bottom 001%?
You are the 0.001% top person that listened to this song.
Oh,
that is
shit.
what this means.
That
Yeah.
sounds like I'm in the top. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. There is
You're
only
like a super fan.
Yeah. What? Yeah, super fan. Exactly.
Yeah.
I heard fat, which was like, what the fuck are you saying?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, super mean.
You're fat.
So he's the sun then, and you're the moon.
I think it's Saturn, but yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
I only know that because I watched the compilation yesterday.
Oh yeah, ASDF, pretty fun. This is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way.
Okay, come on, dude.
But we went to fucking ASDF.
Yeah, but at least let us go on the sidetrack. Don't take a step on the sidetrack and then remind us of where we're going.
He just saw us going near the
We're
sidetrack.
taking a hard turn here. We took a hard turn
The
there.
whole point of this podcast is that we just go on side tangents, you're ruining the joke by doing this.
Well, we got a laugh out of it, so I'm pretty fine with it. Yeah, so...
This podcast was your idea. Fucking let's do it.
Also, wow, those are words.
Ooh!
There was a message.
Almost
I
a
wanted
good
to get
sentence.
You wanna try? All right, take two. Try that again.
Should we... Oh, clap?
Oh. My nipple.
What the fuck, dude?
You said
Aim better.
me. Did you say amen, bear?
Aim better.
Oh, aim better.
Amen, bear.
Amen, bear.
They said in the forest church.
Ooh, the Church of the Forest.
Church of the Forest.
Which God did they claim to be the
Christian God, the only God.
one? Oh shit! Oh, I misinterpreted that thing completely.
Have you listened to any other Bruno Mars songs?
Yeah, just the way we have, probably. Just the way you are. Everyone has heard that one, right? Just the way you are. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Uptown Funk You Up. Everyone loves that one, except for the people who don't.
I don't really remember that one.
Uptown Funk You Up. Uptown Funk You Up.
What?
Come on now.
I have not heard that.
What the fuck?
I don't think.
It's
I was the Uptown Girl.
I will search it up. Get ready to...
Yeah, that's not Bruno Mars.
Yeah, which was weird in my head. We are going to listen to the Uptown Funk now, so we'll be back. We're back.
Yeah, so split opinions about the Uptown Funk You Up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uptown Funk, sorry. I like this song, but I mostly like the energy and the beat. The lyrics, as we've covered, take it or leave it.
Yeah. I think I don't like the sound of it. I only like I don't like the music of it. That's why I don't. Yeah, I feel it's very. Even though I like every genre, right? This feels a little bit funky. And funky is a hard genre for me, even though I listen to some funky songs. But I don't. But the thing is, it doesn't feel funky. It feels like the funk has pop into it, and maybe the genre with blending and mixing makes it very, very weird. But that's what I don't like maybe about it. I only like the part where they say the do. That's the only part, which is literally many minutes of the song, right?
Yeah.
But it's only for a fraction of some times
it
happens, which makes it not worthwhile to listen to the whole song for.
Yeah, like some part of I like the energy, which is like when the lyrics get to I'm so hot damn, make a fireman wanna retire, man.
Yeah, that's a funny rhyme.
That's a funny lyric.
And it's just like, God damn, I'm hot. I'm so ready for today. Yeah.
Yeah, making the fireman retire, man. Imagine him coming there with a hose and he just blasts off the water and the water just evaporates before him.
Yeah.
And he just stands there in awe like, oh, what the fuck is happening? The first superhero villain in the world. He's too hot for a fireman. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing my nerdness to the whole concept of it.
Good. Do it. Love it. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the Bruno Mars episode, which we talk about every kind of song, which is probably good. Is there any other talent you wish to be like, oh, this one, I hope this one resurfaces? Because it's very recent that I found out Bruno Mars is back again in the business, right? Even though he has written a lot of songs probably, but he has been really quiet. I don't think I've heard. I don't know if Aperture or Just the Way You Smile or just just with a smile, is the first one. But one of those, I believe, is the one that resurfaced him again, being popular again.
I mean, I can't really think of it but that's probably like part of the experience is you don't think about this person, and then wow, here they are.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I can't really think of someone right now that I would love to have resurface.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if Halung made another album.
Yeah, that's fair. I've heard a lot of people talk about Ghost. Like they have, Ghosts. He was a band before, but then he became a solo person, right? And he hasn't made much more new music. But when he did music for that period, which is some years, right? He was super popular, and he's still very popular. Like, but he's touring with the same music right now. So if he just made some new music that is actually good, maybe that would be. I'm not personally a big Ghost fan. I listen to some of his songs, but that's one I can think of. Maybe Backstreet Boys? Who knows?
If Backstreet Boys were back,
Backstreet
was back.
All right.
all right, I would be down.
Well, I mean, didn't they have like a reunion tour in like 2019 or something?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe they've had
But that's
multiple.
not. Yeah, but that's not new music though.
Fair.
Yeah.
You know, ABBA had new music.
Did they?
Yeah,
They did.
Yeah, it was a bit ago.
They had they think they either are or they're going to, or they had a like sort of reunion tour.
Yeah, I've heard about the reunion tour, but I didn't know they had new music.
I think it's only like 2 songs they made.
In my opinion, that's short.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a very
not really
short.
resurfacing
No.
as an active band, but
Exactly.
they did make 2 new songs.
Yeah. Because I listened. There's a band called Memphis Mayfire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like one song that they have.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, the
showed me
one
it.
song.
Yeah. It is a scream band, so it's even a plus in that side because you don't listen to music.
Exactly.
And you hate rock music.
No. I
The
hate
wa-
scream music.
I
You have convinced me long ago that rock music can actually be okay.
Yeah, that's fair. But let's take it back to the early 2005s. He was this kid that didn't like any kind of music that wasn't Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
He liked some, he liked
It was
the one
2009.
Britney Spears song, but the years doesn't matter.
Fair.
The events matter.
Alright.
So he listened to only Black Eyed Peas. He listened to some song here and there from pop artists, and he was like, the only genre that is good, it is pop. Rock is so not good at all. And I'm the guy who showed him the world of rock, and now he listens to Disturbed.
Yeah, Disturbed is my favorite band, so thanks for that.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think everyone has had a phase where they're like, oh, I don't like the how the rock is so rowdy and screamy, and it's like, and then you grow up and it's like, well, I'm not gonna like every genre of music, but it's not they if people like rock, then they do.
Yeah. No, I have listened to everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my feet firmly planted in the kiddie pool of metal.
You did, and you still there?
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
don't-
not going deeper.
You're not?
No.
So this is the Bruno Mars episode, by the way.
I was about to say.
Yeah, this is a Bruno Mars episode.
It's very hard for me to say. It's like, are we sure it still is?
No, this is
This
the Bruno
is-
Mars episode.
Yeah, this-
But the entire our podcast is, we're going other places than what.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I guess you're right. This is the Bruno Mars
Do you remember the
episode.
mess that our first episode was?
Oh, the dwarfs?
The dwarves.
I remember the mess all of our episodes have been.
So
We start here, and then we move somewhere.
Yeah,
Better.
exactly.
I would say this is probably our most coherent episode so far.
That's
this
fair.
Is, because this is still about music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've spent.
I thought you were gonna say, yeah, because it's still about Bruno Mars.
I mean, we spent. I would say we at least did spend like a solid 20 minutes on Bruno Mars.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we sure did.
So but the music and taste is very fluent and very fluctuating, which is very fun to see.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the top charts, I never look at the top charts of the music charts ever, and nowadays I find music very like I find it through TikTok, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that's a weird way to get music, but it's a fun way, and even though I think it's weird, I believe it's also a good way.
Yeah, no, I think it's the correct way. Like I got a long list of songs that recently because I went, oh, what's the soundtrack from Arcade? No?
But that's not TikTok.
But that's not. Yeah, but like I don't think you're alone in like getting songs off TikTok.
No, definitely not.
Like, and I think that lots of people do that. But I think the main point is that most people don't get songs by, hey, this is my genre. I listen to this artist, and then they do this, and then I listen to this.
No.
It's more like, oh yeah, I take in content, and this content at this song, and I like this song either because it's connected to this content or because I think it's good. And then you get into that, especially nowadays with algorithms. I basically just let my Spotify decide what it is I listen. Because if I'm getting tired of my music, I just go, "Hey Spotify, what you got for me?" And it will direct me to things that I will go, no, yes, no.
Do you listen to the AI thing?
A bit.
Yeah, I tend to try to do it because it's fun. But he usually only play my songs.
Yeah. Hey, have you tried that?
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, well, you should.
What
try it.
like, is it an AI that makes music or just shifts music?
Yes, it's a bit. I think it's called X.
Well,
It's just
Twitter.
I think it's called X. It's like it's a Spotify's AI DJ.
Yes, AI DJ. That's the name I know.
Yeah.
The AI DJ.
The only one I know is that if you press shuffle, you get regular shuffle, and then you get the star shuffle.
Yeah, I would recommend.
Yeah, that's the closest I've gotten.
Yeah,
to
that's
anything
not
like
the
that.
same
Yeah,
thing.
we'll show you later.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll show you.
But yeah, you get songs through content, and I think that's completely.
That's
fine.
why I think it's also good and not only weird, but it's still weird because in the early days when I liked to find music, I listened to AMVs, anime music videos, right? Mm-hmm. Which is compilations of anime fights or whatever you think is fun and good.
Which is where I got into metal to begin with, because if you have fights, you're gonna have metal. Yep.
So yeah, it's good. It's a good way to find music, but it's still a weird way because someone else found it before you, right? That's and it's not a good argument, but that's the argument I have. Is but I wanted to be the one to find it first, because when I listen to music, I listen to it, and generally I just listen. I'm the only one listening to this kind of music. And then I start to see people listening to it, and I think, that's great. And that's amazing. But now it feels like everyone is listening to these songs. And now I have to converge to their objective liking of things. Which is, I want to find my own music. I don't want someone else to find my music.
Right.
It's what I think I want to say. I want to find my own music in my own way, not let anyone else tell me this is the music you like, right?
That seems like a real fucking undertaking.
What? Why?
Because it seems like an impossible task to find your.
Well, of course, there's gonna be music that not everyone has heard, but some people have heard before you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But that's not the circle I'm living in. If I'm coming into a circle of community and everyone listens to what I already listen to, I don't have anything to subjectively talk with or about, because everybody already knows about those kinds of things. I can't contribute with my new knowledge because everyone else around me already has that knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a weird take on it. Yeah. I acknowledge the weird take on it. And I take full responsibility of the thing. But
You're okay living your Sisyphusian music journey?
Yeah, but...
I mean, I don't want to... I have one thought, and I just want you to know that I don't intend this to be mean, but it sounds a bit hipster-esque.
Ooh,
It sounds,
Hipster.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit, I want to be the one who finds it and I want to be the one who knew it before it was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe.
A little bit of
Yeah,
that.
maybe. But I want to be the one to be. In my experience, I want to be the one. Oh, let's talk about this.
Oh,
right?
nice, yeah.
I want to be the one. I don't want to be the one to say, "Oh, did you know about these kinds of things?" And everyone says, "Yeah, we heard it," and they just move on, and they don't acknowledge the subject at all because they already know about it. But if I contribute with, "Oh, did you hear about this?" and everyone's like, "No, I don't," and then I can talk about it. That's my way of thinking of it.
Yeah.
So I want to be like, "Oh, I found this one." Just like now, but when we talk about Bruno Mars songs, right?
Yeah.
You haven't heard about Apache that much, right?
No.
And I
heard of it.
showed you about it. We started talking about it. That feels good for me.
Yeah.
We can talk about something I know that you don't know, and then you can contribute with things you know that I don't know, and we have a conversation that keeps flowing about things we all think is like relative to the subject or interesting to ourselves, right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like that. I think that's just very human. It's not. It's not as like I said. I don't think it's very hipster-esque. It's just I think humans have always wanted to like share stuff with each other.
Yeah, and if I am the late one into the game, I can't share anything.
Yeah, but then I mean, it feels like you can still come into that, and then you can talk about what you thought about it instead of just have you heard about this, have you heard about that. Like if you're the late one, then you can still talk about they should still take in your.
Yeah, but I rather have them talk about the stuff I don't know about by late in coming to the community, right? So if I don't know things and people start saying stuff about it, that's interesting to me. If I have anything interesting and new about anything else, I can contribute to that with that, right? So I rather be the one I rather be new to the music and get a lot of things instead of being the new person and have to be like, oh, did you know about this? And everybody just knows that, yeah, we knew, and just move on. That's more, and in the experience, that only works if I find some new cool in my interests and try to share my interests to people, and then find their interest that they can share to me. Then we share like different interests and talks about them together instead of having a conversation about something that someone doesn't want to hear about while I'm trying to talk about it, right? This was the Bruno Mars episode.
This was the Bruno Mars episode.
Apparently.
Yeah. So this was a little bit of a long one, but we might be able to cut it down because of the takes of the musics. We can't because of the copyrights.
Yeah, I like when you said. So that was a few minutes, like the audience didn't just hear us disappear and then immediately come back.
Yeah. It happens sometimes.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
But yeah, it's gonna be an average episode.
Yeah. Maybe we should do a beginning or a warning that it's gonna be a rather cutty episode. Nah, fuck that. Who cares, right?
The Aerostars get what they get.
The Aerostars. The I-nay-nay listeners.
The nay-nay.
The I-nay-nay.
I-nay-nay.
I-nay-nay. E-nay-nay.
No, you were very clear that they are not Astartes, they are no, fuck, what did you call them?
Oh, I don't remember.
Aerostars.
Aerostars.
Aerostarians.
Yeah, I remember Aerostarians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not.
Aristodians.
I can't remember what you said.
I
It's in the episode.
believe it was Aristodians.
All right.
Might
Yes. We called our listeners something.
be. Aerostarians.
Aristodians, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. It was in the latest episode.
It was.
Yeah. We might have to re-listen to it to remember. Okay, bye!
Wait.
That's not how we end the episode.
That's not how we end the episode.
We say this has been.
Is that how I have the episode? I don't remember. Oh, shit. This has been everything about nothing.
And
Nothing about everything.
And we thank you all for listening.
thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go.